up, you guys? I'm Lindsay Cummings, author of a bunch of books, and I thought today I would dress up for this video, and so I put on a Star Wars tacky sweater because it's Star Wars Day. Today is a writery video. It's one that I am super excited about, and that's not just because it's about editing, my favorite part of the writing process, but because I have a really awesome announcement. I have opened up an editorial company. But we'll get to that in a bit. First, the writing advice. Stop that. Let me speak. Okay, so people ask me all the time about how to edit a novel. Now I could go all into how you should edit a novel by like getting note cards and highlighters and red pen. I had a red pen. Where's my red pen? Today we mourn the loss of Lindsay's red pen. So I could get into all that crap about all the tools and the things that you need for writing, but honestly, the number one thing that saved me for every single book that I've written in my whole career has been beta readers. And this is because beta readers are like fresh new eyes to your project. And this is true for anyone that writes a book. You can sit there and try and fix it all you want on your own and you will get somewhere, but until you get new eyes on your project, it's gonna feel like there's something missing. And that's because you are too close to the project to be able to see the entire picture. It's kind of like this zoom lens. See, it can get super close to the subject. It's super close, but the problem here is that like you, the viewer, you have zero idea what's happening behind me. It's not until I zoom out that you start to see more of the picture. Zoom out all the way, you can see the details like far behind me. You can see the details happening a little bit closer. You can see the fact that I've been wearing this Star Wars sweatshirt for like 3 days in a row. You can like move around and get all these different angles. So when you're working on a book alone, it's like you are viewing it through that zoom lens. But when you're working on it with someone else, when you have other fresh eyes on your project, they see the whole picture. So back to beta readers. Who are they? How do you find them? The short answer is they're like magical book fairies or dragons or what have you. And they will place their brand new unexhausted eyes on your project. They're not close to it like you are. They haven't been working on it for months and months on end, and so therefore they can see all the problems with it. They're gonna lovingly point out those problems to you, and then you, the author, can go back and fill in plot holes and smooth out the wrinkles and inflate your flat characters. Had several of them over the years, but there is one person, one beta reader and friend that I've had for years and years, and she is the one who has saved me so many times writing all of these books.
Hi, I'm Rebekah. I am the other half of Author Crash Course Duo. I am a young adult writer, a screenwriter, and I live in Los Angeles, California with my husband, son, and 2 scruffy dogs. About 2 years ago, I actually sold on my own my manuscript and was going to publish it with a small press. And at the time, I ended up signing with an international agent who is based out of London. When that deal actually fell through with the original publisher, I was forced to reconsider what I wanted to get out of this industry and what I wanted for a career. We actually decided to go out on submission again and see what happened. In the process of doing that, I actually spent a lot of time focusing on screenwriting. It felt like something that I wanted to invest my time in, but I also felt like then I wasn't just totally focusing all of my energy on this one thing. I ended up making second rounder at Austin Film Festival, which is a very prestigious festival for screenwriters, and that's actually one of the things that prompted this move to Los Angeles. To be a screenwriter, you gotta be in LA.
That's Rebekah. She's awesome, right? She knows the ins and outs of what has happened to me. I know the ins and outs of what has happened to her. It's great to use beta readers because they're gonna help prepare you for the time when you do get a book deal and you are assigned an editor. The one that's gonna look at your book and see all the things in it and say, okay, I can work with this because I love it. But over the years, I feel like I've finally reached a point where I know a good amount about how to edit a novel because I've been through it. I've seen the edit letters. I've done the beta reading. I've gone through countless drafts of my own work, and so I feel like this is the point in time in my life where I'm ready to really help you. And so I want to introduce to you the concept of Author Crash Course. It's a freelance editorial service. Basically, you can go on the website, look through the packages that are offered, and then I will edit your novel. But as I was thinking about this, I realized I don't really want to do this alone. I don't want to do it without Rebekah. And that's what's so cool, is that publishing is such a subjective business. You're going to have so many different minds that are going to be looking at your project. I thought, yeah, it's great to be able to hire a freelance editor. Wouldn't it be so cool if you had a team of editors working on your project? Because that's exactly what happens when you get a book. There's a whole team working on this project behind the scenes. So Rebekah and I are going to look at your manuscripts. We're both going to read them. We're going to send you 2 editorial letters. We also offer an option called consultation, and it's basically where you can get us on a video call for an hour. It's a private video call. We'll go back and forth talking about whatever you want to talk about. If you're just stuck, you don't know where to go in the industry, you need to switch agents, you are deciding between agents, you don't know how to market a book, you don't really know what goes into the scenes behind choosing a good cover, we're going to be there to talk you guys through it. You may have some questions, and so a few weeks ago when Rebekah was in town, we actually met up at the old Starbucks where we used to work together. We jumped in the car, of all places, to do a quick Q&A. So stick around, here's a quick discussion with Rebekah and I about Author Crash Course, but if you're interested, go to the website, check it out. We can't wait to work with you guys. We've been friends for a very long time. Rebekah was in my wedding. We've beta read each other's books, and the reason that we're doing Author Crash Course together is because we know that this works.
Yeah, this process works. When we look at story, we look at it for different things, really. Yeah. Because of our personalities and our training. If we're doing that for each other and we're finding stuff that other people aren't finding for us, could we do that together for people who need a really good edit and different eyes on a story?
What I love about like getting 2 minds is I come from the author background. Rebekah is a writer, but she also knows a ton about screenwriting. She's accomplished. Getting those 2 different perspectives is really, really exciting.
We both have like kind of complex understanding of how you actually get a really good story. You're not going to see a solution for something when you've been looking at it.
You're too close to it.
She and I will then confer and kind of get you maybe a better best of both worlds solution.
And I've always said actually that Rebekah is a better writer than I will ever be. You are, but it's because she totally gets story structure, but what I love, voice and character. I struggle sometimes with plot and structuring a story, but when you are able to like talk things out with me, it's like you just see it in some completely different way.
It's not my story.
So when you work with us, you're gonna get 2 different sets of eyes on your single manuscript.
And you're also going to have lots of options of packages that you can do that will work for what you actually need. We're not just doing critique, we're also doing this really cool thing that I'm excited about, where we're going to do career consultations with you.
Basically the goal is to give you guys access to like what we share, which is calling each other and freaking out about what's happening in your publishing world right now, and then
or having questions like we have a repository of knowledge of the industry, and you might have questions of, is this normal? Should I do this?
We will help answer all those questions and give you insight. We call the company Author Crash Course
because it's like throwing you into everything that you're going to have to do as an author and giving you a lesson really quickly of how to handle it.
And I think that's how publishing is. You kind of have to dive in and just figure it out, but you're able to meet a lot of people along the way that can help you through it. You're going to get a lot of honesty. It might be hard sometimes with like the work that we're going to put you guys through, but it's so worth it, and it's stuff we've had to do ourselves. And it's going to be fun. Yeah. I mean, we're recording a video in a car, so.
We're really fun. I have pink hair.
We are so excited to work with you guys, whether you are wanting to self-publish, traditionally publish, whether you just really want to get a novel into great shape, if you want to get an agent. This is for anyone at any stage in the publishing journey.
And we're really excited to just give this opportunity to people who need it and want it and are gung-ho to make the most of their work.
We've actually both hired different editorial people to work with before sending it off to an agent or editor, and it was fun as it made us better. Well, we hope you guys are excited. We're so excited. Yeah. If you want any information on Author Crash Course, go and check it out. I will leave a link in the description box. We can't wait to work with you.
Yay!
Bye.